Hello, I am Anadiffin, and this is Star Ruler 2. This will be my third Let's Play series of this game, but the second one where I actually have an inkling of what on earth I'm doing. This one, I'm decided, I've had a quick look, and I think I'm going to try it with the Saar Communist Party, because I want to use hyperdrives again, basically. nothing more fancy than that. So I will just go into customize. No, I don't need to customize them. Just got all the information here. So they start off with a little bit of bonus energy, and that should be allowing me to activate something early on. I have a couple of dreadnoughts, so a couple of initial small starting fleets, and negotiate, investigate, cultivate, blah blah blah. So they're a little bit more focused on diplomacy. I'm going to try and be a bit more diplomatic. I'll fail, because this game basically revolves around winning completely and utterly by military strength. Now I'm back with the hyperdrive rather than the mono gate. It plays a bit more like the Terrakin. There's not much about them, which is that weird. They can't create the outpost orbital, which reduces how much system defense you have. Though with the mono, I think I only built one, maybe two outposts. So I'll try out the Star Temple, see how well the missionaries work. And the charismatic, any votes I start with 3 support instead of just 1. I'll also do different ships. I'll go for the Volker ships. I think, is it? It's General Volker. The Volker ships. I think one of these was bonus for pre-ordering, I think. Well, anyway. So, without further ado, I shall begin the game. Well, not begin the game, because I need to add the empires. So, I would like a corkscrew. Leap with a wormhole. Actually, no. Cancel that. Dumbbell galaxy. Flatten it, mate. Let's add a few AIs, one of each faction. And I think I faced a couple of normal. Let's try everything hard. Let's add another AI. So, okay. How many factions are there? Saar, Nihili. That's too nearly then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 1, 2. Ah, it's just doubling up. So let's make them a Saar. So there's two to the Saar. There's me and I'm facing one of every faction. Put them all to hard. In fact, I might put a couple onto murderous. We don't want as murderous. Have I got dice? No, I haven't got a large enough dice. Actually, I do. Give me a moment. I'll just find dice and then roll for random as to which are going to be the murderous. I'll do a murderous and a savage. And I'm back. And so, with the use of a random number generator, i.e., a dice, I determined that the OK Confederacy will be the savage and the Saar Republic will be the murderous faction. To make things even more interesting, I'm going to make a decision to reduce the number of systems. Actually, no, just leave it at 60. This is pretty close contention. I'll build reduce it. So there's 8 of us. I will put it right down to 40 systems. That basically puts us at 5 apiece. For the most part. It's going to make it very, very knife fighty, very close together. I'm hoping for some very early attrition with other factions, rather than what happened in the last game I felt with the mono. There was a really, really long time of nothing actually happening. To make things even worse, bring everything in a little bit closer. Dread pirates, disable starting fleets, last one to break teams. I think I will leave it all of that fairly standard because I don't know what that's like. So, without further ado, I shall begin the game. Loading. And instantly put the game on pause. No, pause. 9 to pause, isn't it? So... I can't actually jump you just yet. Let's have a quick look. This is going to be intense. I didn't realise how few planets that was. Oh well, as I said, it'll make it interesting. I should have also flattened this, rather than having it all up and down. Oh well. Yeah, this is going to be quite something. Yeah, look, it's just going mad with the ship placement. Go here and here and here. And that will do for the moment there. Designs. So I'll make you all obsolete, because I don't care about any of you. And import some of my ADNs. So, import into the cruiser, the destroyer, the frigate, the principal, the sponge, and the throne. So, the throne is going to be my main ship, but I'm just going to show the comparison to the principal, which was the ship I used in the mono Let's Play. So, just go through the throne. Has jump capability with a hyperdrive. Couple of railguns gives it very high damage against other ships, against other capital ships, and a couple of unloaded missile launchers again to help punch right the way through, say, ablative armor. And it has a decent supply, but I found in play it ate through that very quickly, and these railguns were completely wasting ammunition against small support ships. The throne attempts to rectify that. It's based on the same hull, though they still keep 2 of the railguns for anti-capital ships. The missile launcher reduced down to a single one. The supply capacity massively increased and given support command, so it'll be able to actually have support ships. The damage is reduced somewhat, as you can see here, but it uses a lot less supply during combat. It also has a couple of lasers which will help it against smaller ships and not waste as much ammunition as the railguns. That's in theory anyway. I've tried a little bit testing, but the problem with testing is I'm generally testing against my own types of ships and not the ones the AI produce. The support ships I'm going to be using with it are the Sponge, which earn behaviour shields, so they run in front of your ships and block incoming projectiles. They'll die, but they're dirt cheap. The Frigate I was using this in the mono, slightly adjusted to that. It has 4 missiles. These can push a little bit above their weight, and generally these missiles are good for taking out other small support craft. The Destroyer, on the other hand, I have earned behaviour as a bomber. This will is designed to annihilate enemy flagships, so it has a very high damage single missile projectile. As you can see there, 32 damage. That should actually allow it to punch through even ablative armor on the throne. Okay, not exactly much, but it will do it on the throne, which is a size 500 ship. The cruiser then is a beam ship and be the bulk of my fleet. Probably not a best design. I should probably improve this a little bit. I'm not entirely sure how. Maybe enclose it up a little bit, make it a bit more like the Sponge or the Destroyer. It has 3 lasers to allow it to take out support ships on a regular basis. Since I am not the mono, I can build a shipyard. This will be very useful. First of all, colonize an auto-import to level 1. And take the game off pause. Actually, no, both you need to move together. I may have actually suddenly increased the volume of the game, I'm not sure. Just press the button. So this planet is now going to auto import up to level 1, for which I need water and food. I have these here and here. So jump. What's the hyperdrive shortcut? So we can get to this system and actually do something about these remnant ships. Aluminium. Giant comet. Maybe harvestified water for a planet. Nice. Okay. We really need to slow up. So you are down a couple of resources there. How are you dealing with these systems? You're getting absolutely hammered. And my budget is not doing well. Buildings. I want to pause the game for a second. Put on a forge. Actually, a factory. It's already got a factory. Space elevator. Power. Warehouse is always useful, I guess. Intense forest, desert biomes. I need a research complex. Have I got anything? Crystal, no crystal biomes. Well, fair enough. But I could do with a warehouse. So I'll build a warehouse and then consider actually managing some support fleets. So let's get 10 of these guys, 10 of those guys, and can I afford? I can't afford 10, I can afford 9. Transport ships, that will get me a little bit of defense going. Make this number 1. Remnant beam ships, my dreadnoughts is hammering straight in without a care in the world. Pick them up. Excellent. That's going to really annoy me. Chanel and wheat is a food. It counts as 2 food resources. Nice. Aluminium. And that's now creating money. Attack the remnant. The warehouse has been built. Good. Colonize you. And my planets. So what's the income on them? Massive, massive minus. Fantastic. Don't even know how I'm getting a profit. So this just needs more population, basically. How's my remnant war going? Dreadnoughts are actually surviving. Not doing too hot, admittedly, but yeah, they're quite happily wailing on the remnant. Well, how are you doing? You are taking a right beating there. But you're almost dead. Your bridge is almost gone. And it says it's under attack. Okay, I've made first contact with them, and they've instantly declared war. You just run now. Both of you do an FTL jump. Get out of there, because you need to reinforce before you take on the Okos. FTL jump. Good. Economic materials. Was it? Increases maximum population by 2. Construction speeds of building by 100%. Though, actually, the defense would be kind of handy. Build a Eklem mining facility. So we've got a couple of Viadian cruisers in the fleet now. And sports. I would like to autofill. Autofill and auto buy, I think. Made first contact with quite a couple of people. And the Saar Republic has also declared war, so that's both these factions who hate me because I'm a human have declared war on me. Okay. Have I got any diplomacy? I just pause the game. Pause it for a second while I just check my diplomacy. And the research, I can't do anything with this. Planets production. You're the only one with any production, okay. Could really do with improving that. Build us a forge. The warehouse has been built. Oh, wait. Darn it. So the Empire's if the Empire mining it loses trade access, the mining base is moved. Okay, so they must be in closed system. Activate. Fight for level 1 water. So, Federated Mono. Okay, I'll let them. I don't mind if they take that planet, I'll just take it off them. Nearly. Capture. So you are going to... Where's our home world? That one. Gark. I have no influence. That's a problem. So you are currently at level 2, you need a food item. Export textiles to there. For level 2 you need a food. Can I export them these food? I think one pressure. Export to there. Pause. My income is doing well. I just need to try and do... Let's get a star temple. So, when the mission arrives... Fuse 1, influence stake. It's a nearby planet. Evangelize. Ah, so it is a... Let's get some star planet. Star temples built, eh? Just gonna take these things so I have to do anything. Jump back to the home system. doing okay. Do something with my money, I think. Should put it into research grants. Yeah, I think that's enough for this episode. So it's off to a good start. Already at war with 2 factions and bordering with a lot of other people. I should have made this world larger, but that's kind of how the game goes. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Star Ruler 2. I am Anna Diffin, and I shall see you next time.